Okay, hi again, sixth graders. We are going to work on a math lesson, and this particular math lesson is about graphing points on a coordinate plane. And if you want to follow along in the book, it's on page 320 and 321, and you're going to want to get a piece of paper so you can take some notes. So if you don't have those ready, get those ready, or stop the video and get those things. But it's pretty easy, and it's kind of fun. This is one of the more fun lessons of the year, and that's why we're going to do it. We're only going to do a couple lessons from chapter 13, and then we're going to do a couple lessons from some of the other chapters to finish up because we're almost done with school. So anyway, coordinate planes. There's some things that you need to know. First of all, what is a coordinate plane? Well, a coordinate plane is a diagram that has 4 quadrants, and we're going to talk about that in a second. There are 2 axes. There's the x-axis and the y-axis. And we have what are called ordered pairs, and each one of the quadrants is numbered. That's what that is. So there's 4 things, 4 quadrants, 2 axes. Each one of the coordinates is numbered, and I'll show you that. And when we're plotting things on the plane itself, we have what are called ordered pairs that we use. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to show you what a coordinate plane looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks like a grid or a graph paper that has been cut into 4 sections. And the middle spot here is also called the origin, and that spot would be 0, 0, because you don't move anywhere. You're at 0, 0 when you're right there in the middle. All right, so then what you do is you count to the left or you count to the right, and then you go up or you go down, and you're in different quadrants. This is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this is quadrant 4. So you're kind of going in a counterclockwise motion to know which particular quadrant is which. Okay? Now, you also have 2 axes, and the x-axis corresponds to the first number in our ordered pair, and that is the horizontal axis. And then the y-axis is the vertical axis that corresponds to the up and the down. Now I have that here, and the way that you work with your ordered pair is you go along the x-axis first, and then you go up or down based on the y-axis number. So this is the x-axis number, and this one is the y-axis number. I bet that's not going to look so great. It doesn't look bad. Y-axis. I should make that more y-ish. Y-ish. Y. So the first is x, the second is y. All right, so let's put this into action by coming up with a few ordered pairs. Let's start with 5 and 3. So the first number, we're going to go in the positive direction, 5 spaces. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across for the first number, which is the x-axis, and then 3 up for the y-axis. And then we put a dot right where we end up, and we put a letter by it. And I'm going to use D for Debbie. All right, so each time you have a set of numbers, you have an ordered pair, that's what you're going to do. Let's try one that has a negative in it. So if I have a negative 1 and a positive 6. So I'm going to start at my origin, the 0, 0 point. I'm going to go a negative 1, and then I'm going to go a positive 6. So I'm going to count. I went over 1 to the negative side. I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put my dot right there, and I'm going to make that a B. Okay, so each ordered pair, you can tell which quadrant you're going to be in based on whether the numbers are positives or negatives. So if you're in quadrant 1, your ordered pair is always going to be a positive and a positive. However, if you're in quadrant 2, your first digit is going to be a negative, and your second digit in your ordered pair is going to be a positive. Third, you can probably figure it out. Going to the left and then down is going to be a negative and a negative. And then for the last quadrant, it's going to be positive. I'm in the positive direction, but I'm going down, which is negative. So I have a positive and a negative ordered pair. Now, for your assignment today, you're going to be asked to do 2 things. First thing that you're going to be asked to do is they're going to give you an ordered pair, and you have to go to that ordered pair and find the dot. They're going to have dots on them. So if you get to a point and there's no dot, then you've done something incorrectly. That's the first thing. They're going to ask you to go to a particular spot. They're going to give you an ordered pair, just like what we've been doing, and they're going to ask you to go to a spot. Then the second thing that they're going to ask you to do is they're going to actually have a spot with a dot. So we're going to put an A there, and we're going to put a what am I going to put there? Not a 7. We're going to put a S right here. Okay, and so what we have to do is we have to find out how we would set the ordered pair for A and how we would set the ordered pair for S. So let's start with A. Now A, we're going over, so we're going to count over first. Our first number is always left or right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my first number is a positive 5, and then I'm going up, and so that's also positive. I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4. So the ordered pair for point A is 5 and 4. Now, if I look at this point S, I know that I'm in the 3rd quadrant, and so from our little sheet over here, our cheat sheet, I know that I'm going to be negative in quadrant 3. But let's just see if that's what ends up happening when we do this. So I'm going this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's in the negative direction, so I'm at negative 6, comma, and then I'm going down, which is also negative 1, 2, 3. So I have a negative 6 and a negative 3, and that's the gist of what you're going to be doing today. You're either going to be finding a spot, or you're going to be labeling a particular place on the coordinate plane. There's 2 things. So here we were given a dot, and we had to figure out what the ordered pair was. Over here on the ones that we did, we were given the ordered pair, and we had to go to that spot. So there's 2 different things that are going on here, but that's your assignment. And you're going to do on page 321, 1 through 36. And most of them are either picking the ordered pair of a letter that's already on your coordinate plane, or you're labeling a spot. Now, when you're labeling a spot, I made a copy of this particular coordinate plane for you, and it's attached. So you can print this off if you want, or you can make your own, but it's got to be neat if you're going to make your own. And there you have it. Have a great day. If you have any questions, let me know.